Hi beautiful people, it's Modesta here and you're welcome to BSTV and Lifestyle Avenue. In this episode, we're going to be looking at things to consider before traveling to the UAE. But before we talk about that, I want to give you a brief overview of what the UAE is all about. The full meaning of the acronym UAE is United Arab Emirates, and most people often get it wrong by referring to Dubai as UAE. So get this clear, Dubai is one of the emirates that make up the UAE, just like the states in Nigeria or the regions in Cameroon. So amongst the emirates we have in UAE are Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Al Ain, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and Al Quwain. So going back to the subject matter, what should you consider before relocating to the UAE? Now, come to think of it, there are a lot of people traveling out of their countries for so many wrong reasons. When I say wrong reasons, I mean things you shouldn't just be moved by to take a lifetime decision. Most people travel out of their countries just because others are doing so. Most people travel out of their countries just because they feel like they have money to afford it. And most people travel because they feel like life there is a bed of roses, let me put it that way. But I want to make it clear to you, before traveling to the UAE or any other country, you need to state your why. You need to have your objectives at the back of your mind. Why are you moving out of your country? Now, are you coming there because you want to look for greener pastures? Are you traveling for business purposes, to start up a family, or just for leisure? So whatever the case is, you have to be informed accordingly. So for somebody who just finished school and thought of traveling to the UAE, maybe in search of greener pastures, ask yourself, what are you bringing to the table? Nowadays, even getting into a relationship, they'll ask you what you're bringing to the table. What more of going out to explore? So you need to ask yourself, what do you have as a skill? What do you have as a skill? This will help you a lot because you're going out there to compete with thousands of other people, and you need to equip yourself in such a way that you'll be able to stand out of the crowd. So the first thing you need to do is prepare yourself skill-wise. Acquire a skill and make sure that you master it to your fingertips, such that when you go out there, you will not be fumbling around. There are a lot of people who are frustrated abroad because they don't even know why they are there. When you ask them what kind of job they are looking for, they'll tell you just anything. And when they end up getting anything, they'll start to blame that country for frustrating them. This is due to lack of preparation. Secondly, if you're coming to the UAE for business purposes, you need to define the kind of business you want to come and do. You need to also be able to tell if you are financially stable to run that business successfully, and most importantly, you need to know if you are eligible or not, because most of the times you can be financially stable but you're not eligible for a particular business. So all these things, you need to have them at the back of your mind. And did I talk about family? Starting up a family in the UAE comes with a whole lot of things, to an extent that most people believe it's not possible to build a family in the UAE. However, you just need the right information. So all these things you need to note before relocating to the UAE. Now, one thing you should also do before traveling is preparation. After defining your objectives, how prepared are you to finally move to a new environment and start up a new life? What is your source of income? Okay, if you're coming as somebody who wants to look for greener pastures, where are you getting the finances from? Is it from borrowing around? Is it from selling maybe your only sustainable source of income in your country and then using the money to travel with the hope that after 2 years or 3 years you balance it up? A lot of people have made that mistake and it landed them on the streets. You can ask around. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that you shouldn't risk everything just because you want to move to a country without having a specific thing you're going to do there. I know life is full of risk and you cannot make it in life if you're not ready to take risk, but you need to take calculated risk. So if you find yourself borrowing money, for example, to travel to another country, I would tell you for free that it is the wrong reason for traveling. So you have to make sure that you're financially stable. You have to make sure that the money you're using to travel to that country is enough to take you through your length of stay in that country. And talking about length of stay, there are different durations that different people come into the UAE to have. Some come with a visa that will last them for just 3 months, some with a visa that will last them for just 1 month, and others with visas that can take them for up to 2 years. So for this length of time, think of what you'll be doing. Think of how much you're going to be spending, and be sure that this thing is going to last you for up to that time before your visa expires. Then talking about preparation also, it's not just about being financially prepared. You have to prepare your mind. You have to be psychologically prepared. And what do I mean by being psychologically prepared? There are a lot of things that you will encounter when you travel out that you've never thought of, that you've never expected. Let's talk about the accommodation. Let's talk about the lifestyle. Let's talk about the climatic conditions, and you name them. Talking about accommodation, you might be surprised to find yourself in a place where you have to cohabit with a lot of people from different other countries. If you've never been in a place where you have to share the same facilities with over 10 people, maybe you have to share a room with 7 to 10 people, you have to share the same washroom, and maybe you have to share the same kitchen equipment, you will not understand what I'm talking about. But these are some of the things that you can find yourself in when you travel to the UAE. So you need to prepare your mind to be able to cope with that. Preparing your mind also has to do with shaping your attitude, making sure that you can tolerate things from other people. Mind you, these are people from different backgrounds, different ethnic groups, and different beliefs. So you have to prepare yourself to be able to accommodate each other. Talking about the feeding, you're also going to learn how to eat different types of food just because you want to cope. Because you're not coming there to start eating what you've been eating all the time, because you're not even going to find it most of the time. And have we talked about the climatic condition? Like now, for instance, it's summer in Dubai and the weather is so hot. And when I mean hot, you need to know that it's not a joking matter. So you need to prepare yourself to be able to cope in this kind of condition. So having said all of that, I want you to let me know in the comment section what else you want us to be talking about with regards to life in the UAE and any other related topics. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and share this video, and stay tuned for more. God bless you.